Hello, my amazing students, and welcome back to Daily English. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest struggles English learners face: translation. At the beginning, almost everyone relies on translating from their native language. And honestly, that's normal. It's how many of us start learning. But here's the truth. If you want to speak English fluently and naturally, you have to move beyond translation and start thinking directly in English. In this lesson, I'll explain why translation actually slows you down, how it creates problems in speaking and writing, and I'll share the 3 powerful techniques that helped me stop translating and finally think in English. When you're learning English, it feels safe to translate. You hear a word in English, you turn it into your native language, then back into English again before speaking. But this habit creates 5 big problems. 1. It slows you down. You waste time searching for the right word. 2. It's often inaccurate. A word in your language may not match perfectly in English. 3. It blocks fluency. You hesitate and lose confidence. 4. It prevents real thinking in English. Your brain is stuck in translation mode. 5. It creates unnatural expressions. Direct translation often sounds strange to native speakers. Think about it this way. When you speak in your own language, you don't translate anything. You just think and speak. That's exactly what you need in English too.
Step 1. Learn from native speakers. The first thing that helped me was having a teacher who spoke only English. At first, I felt nervous because my English was broken and full of mistakes. But since she didn't understand my native language, I had no choice. I had to explain myself in English. This was difficult but powerful. I started noticing her sentence patterns, her tone, and even the small expressions she used in daily conversations. Simple phrases like, "That's nice," "No way," "Are you kidding me?" "Talk to you later." I realized these phrases worked in so many different situations, so I copied them. I practiced saying them out loud at home, whispering to myself until they felt natural. And here's the magic. When the time came to use them in real conversations, I didn't need to translate. The phrases were already in my mind, ready to go. Little by little, my brain started building a library of English expressions that replaced translation. If you don't have access to a native teacher around you, don't worry. Today, with online platforms, you can connect with teachers from anywhere in the world, hear their accents, and practice directly with them. The point is, the more you immerse yourself in English conversations, the less you rely on translation.
Step 2. Be your own commentator. The second method was something I created myself. I became my own live commentator. Imagine you're a sports commentator, but instead of describing a football match, you describe your life in English. For example, when I was asked to water the garden, I would narrate everything. Okay, I'm picking up the watering can. Oh, wow, it's heavy today. Did I add too much water? Next time I'll add less. Now I'm watering the roses. The tulips look fine. I still need to water the vegetables. Sometimes I didn't even speak out loud. I just thought in English, describing my actions or feelings. I'm tired. I really want chocolate. But no, I already had some earlier. Maybe I should eat a piece of fruit instead. This constant practice changed my thinking habits. My thoughts automatically began to form in English, even when I wasn't speaking. Yes, my English was simple. Yes, I made mistakes, but mistakes are part of learning. The goal wasn't perfection, it was building the habit of thinking in English every single day. At first, it feels frustrating because you know you sound much smarter in your native language. But you must accept that early stage of simplicity. Over time, your English grows richer and you begin to enjoy expressing yourself without translation.
Step 3. Use the antifreeze method. Have you ever been speaking English and suddenly your mind freezes because you forget one word? This used to happen to me all the time. Then I noticed something. Even native speakers forget words sometimes. But instead of stopping, they keep talking. They rephrase. If they forget the word improve, they say make better. If they forget spatula, they say something to flip pancakes with. This is what I call the anti-freeze method. Don't stop, don't panic, just keep describing with simpler words. For example, instead of "it was a challenge," you can say "it was difficult" or "it wasn't easy." Instead of "I'm exhausted," you can say "I'm very tired." It might sound simpler, but your meaning is clear, and that's what communication is about. People don't care if you use advanced words. They care that they can understand you and enjoy the conversation.
So, let's put it all together. If you want to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English, listen and imitate native speakers. Pay attention to their expressions and repeat them until they feel natural. Narrate your life in English. Be your own commentator and build the habit of English thinking. Use the anti-freeze method. If you forget a word, describe it with simpler English and keep the conversation flowing. Be patient with yourself. In the beginning, your English will feel basic, but with practice, it grows richer and more fluent. Remember, fluency doesn't come from perfect translation. It comes from communication, thought by thought, sentence by sentence, habit by habit. So next time you feel the urge to translate, stop yourself. Instead, describe, narrate, and think in English. That's the real path to fluency. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you found this lesson useful. If you did, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's learning English, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as always, keep practicing, stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next daily English lesson. Bye for now.